Robert Herjavec, one of the books behind me is Robert Herjavec, and he's got a chapter, it's called Embrace Chaos. And whenever you're trying to grow something, there is going to be chaos. Now, when I say chaos, I don't mean like things are spiraling out of control to the point where customers are being let down. And although they might be a little bit, I mean, you're always on this edge of holy shit. It's like you're running downhill at top speed. Like, you know what, like, have you ever tried to run downhill? And at some point you're just trying to keep your legs from just tipping over, right? Kind of feels like that a lot. Okay. Now, there's a lot of people who will try disavow you that say, well, then, you're out of control. You need EOS, you need eMyth, you need my planning system, and yes, you do need all that. But you're still, when you're growing a business, you're in chaos. So just, I think, feel better about the sense that no matter how much you get done, we could sit here, we can plan a list out, we can get it. I promise you, in a month, all that's going to be different. Okay. So you're always on this journey, if you will, of, and this is where people say they feel overwhelmed. And when they feel overwhelmed, they shut down. And this is where you have to have really, one of the things all entrepreneurs have to do is master their emotions. Because if you cannot master the feelings of overwhelm, stress, anxiety, and chaos, you'll shrink back, right? And so and this is training. It's like training any other muscle. You train muscles by taxing them. Some people just, they can handle a lot more stress, BS, pain. I just was talking to someone the other day who makes a lot of money. And the comment I made to them, because they were telling me all about their chaos, right? And I said, we meaning, we're talking in the plural. I said, we get paid for the amount of bullshit and pain we're willing to tolerate. Right. I mean, that's, so anyway, so I just want you to first understand what you feel is normal. It doesn't mean you're doing you're doing stuff wrong, but you're not like some special snowflake. I know you said, like, you're not some unique person everybody else has got it figured out and you must be doing something. No, that's pretty much everyone. So that's step one. Okay. So what I would suggest, if you have customers, that's great. Okay. You have a service offering, right?
Yes.
Good. All right. Perfect. You have a contract?
No. Well, I mean, the ones I made up, but no, only one's under contract right now.
Okay.
Because I got him about the time I started this.
So you got here's what you need. You need a managed services plan, something. And I would suggest you don't do this all you can eat, because you're too small to handle that, right? I think it's very clear. Here's what we do, and here's what we charge extra for. Michael Glasser started, grew, and sold a very profitable MSP. And he did a very limited set of managed services and then just billed hourly for everything else. And his profitability was sick. Okay. So Jacob, what I would recommend for you for where you are now is maybe follow that model. Very, very basic managed services plan, charge hourly, keep it as simple as you can. Okay. Because you got to be able to scale this thing. And if you have everybody's on different plans and you're trying to you're probably not able to do advanced cyber compliance, not like a Will Nobles can. That's okay. The customers you're dealing with are probably fine without having, world-class cyber protection. They probably, they don't need it at this point for the customers. So you need at least, here's a minimum. You need a single service plan. You need a good contract, which we give you an MSP launch, right? You got a good enough contract. And then you're going to start building systems. The other thing I would just suggest is you're going to have to plan your week. So there's always going to be crisis. Okay. But you need to get in the habit of, on Sunday or Friday or some Saturday, whatever day, pick a day where you sit down and you look at your week and you block time to work on certain critical aspects. And you have to ask yourself, what is the most important thing I need to get done this week? Now, there are things that are important and urgent, like a client is down and they need your help. That's important and it's urgent, right? Then there's things that are important but not urgent, like getting your contracts in place. or getting your RMM set up, or, whatever. I mean, like when I say set up, not set up, but maybe just some things dialed in or some scripts written or whatever. So I think you're just going to have to get into the habit of every week looking at your business going, what are the most critical things I got to get done this week, and getting it done. Part of your week, you need to plan, what networking events am I going to go to? What referrals? So every day. So what I would do, maybe you do it first thing in the morning. You take an hour in the morning or sometime during the day, and you schedule it in your calendar to do prospecting, networking events, phone calls, emails, whatever it is, an hour, maybe 2 hours a day you're spending on just that. But put it in your calendar and schedule. Maybe you do an hour in the morning and then you do an hour in the afternoon. And that way it doesn't overwhelm you. You have it scheduled, and pick something and just focus on doing it and doing it well, whether it's, maybe you focus on the warm outreach for a month, then and referrals. Then maybe the next month you do the canvassing, right? And you take a couple hours, that may every day. You would probably pick one day to do some canvassing, or 2 days to do canvassing, and the other days you're following up, adding those people. So what I'm saying is just get this scheduled in. So you're putting some time in, put it on the calendar, work out what you're going to do. But once you've decided that that's what you need to work on, you got to be careful not to get shiny penny syndrome and constantly be going off and doing this and off and doing that. And oh, this sounds good. Oh, this sounds good, because you're going to implode yourself, and then you're not going to get anything done at all.